To start, can I request all my younger brothers to please move a little forward, closer to the member, please. आपसे गुजारिश है कि जितना करीब में आ सकते मेंबर के आ जाइए, बराए मेहरबानी. आप जानते हैं कि बाद में रश बढ़ जाता है, फिर लोगों को आगे आने में दुश्वारी होती है. बराए मेहरबानी आगे आगे जितना आ सकते तशरीफ ले आइए. As you all know, the Majalis at Al-Noor will continue inshallah from it has started on the 1st of Muharram and shall continue till the 12th of Muharram at this place, for which Maulana Dr. Shaukat Mirza has come down all the way from India, Hyderabad, to recite the Majalises. The program starts exactly at 7:30 with Tilawat al-Quran and Source Khani and Marsi Khani, followed by Namaz-e-Jamaat, and then the lecture starts. So you are kindly requested to please be on time so that you can benefit from all the details of the Majalises, inshallah. پر محمد وآل محمد باز بلند صلوات. گزارش ہے مولانا صاحب سے تشریف لائے اور آج کی منٹ سے خطاب فرمائے. پر ایک مرتبہ اور گزارش کروں آپ حضرات جتنا آگے آگے تشریف لا سکتے آ جائیے بھائی میرے.
صلوات بر محمد و آل محمد. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين وهو القادر المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار الخالق البارئ المصور. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. لقد جاءت رسل ربنا بالحق. الصلاة والسلام على النبي الأمي المكي المدني القرشي حبيب إله العالمين اشرف المرسلین خاتم النبیین رحمۃ للعالمین جد الحسن والحسین المصطفى الامجد المحمود الاحمد ابی القاسم المحمد. الصلاة والسلام علی وآلہ الطیبین الطاہرین المعصومین المظلومین واللعنۃ اللہ علی اعدائہم اجمعین من یومنا ھذا الی یوم الدین. اما بعد فقد قال اللہ سبحانہ تبارک و تعالی فی الکتابہ المجید والفرقان الحمید وقولہ الحق. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. لن تنالوا البر حتى تنفقوا مما تحبون وما تنفقوا من شيء فإن الله به عليم. صلوات بر محمد وآل محمد. Alhamdulillah, today is the second majlis. I have recited the ayat from chapter Al Imran, which is the 67th verse, and if you consider the parts of Quran, it is from the fourth part, first ayat. Lan tanalul birra hatta tunfiqu mimma tuhibbun. You will never ever enter into piety until you spend that you love, and God knows what you are spending. Topic of this majalis has been given as materialism versus Islamic ethos. Yesterday we got a lesson by the end of the lecture that if you really want to have peace and tranquility in this world, there has to be increase in the number of givers and there should be reduction in the number of takers. If the takers are more, givers are less, there will always be a fight. I'll try my best to justify the topic. We also learned from yesterday's majlis that materialism always demands to grab whatever you can from wherever you can. Whereas Islam teaches that you rush to give whatever you have. So there is no comparison basically. Materialism versus Islamic teachings, they are totally diagonal to each other. They always demand that you must grab whatever you can, by all means, whatever means. Yesterday we discussed few means. Whereas Islam at every level says that you give whatever you have. Not only you give, you rush to give. The sooner the better, the earlier the better. If you look at our society, the society has witnessed tremendous growth in the fields of science and technology. In the history of mankind, we have not seen what we saw in the last 1 or 2 decades. However, with so much of development and achievements and progress and growth, we get too much attached to the gadgets, involved too much in the materialistic products. Not only we have become materialistic, materialism has become one of the biggest disease of the society. If you examine the society, you will come to know that with all these developments all over, whether it is scientific, information technology, technological developments, development all over, you will see that we are more into spend and spend and spend. We are never satisfied with whatever we have. On one hand, we talk about the development. Probably the younger children would not have seen, if I give the example, I have seen from my childhood until today, if I put a graph in 2 minutes time, we started seeing a movable radio that is called as transistor, which used to be such big in size. We used to be very happy that we can carry this wherever we go and we can still listen to whatever we want. Then comes 2-in-1. A tape recorder in combination with the transistor, such a big size that we used to carry sometimes on your shoulders. I hope some people will still remember that. Whosoever will be South written, they have to carry such thing. Then all of a sudden, things started becoming smaller and smaller, shrinking and shrinking. We are proud to have such a big 2-in-1 into a pocket-sized transistor, pocket-sized speaker. Then comes the CD player, the video player. To the extent that if today's thing, if you consider the mobile phone, the smartphone, always you have the desire that I must spend to get the best, the newest. Our economy is driven on consumerism. We live to buy. And if you look at the figures that we spend, the figures are amazing, surprising, shocking. Canadians spend $195 billion on food, beverages, and tobacco products. Americans spend $124 billion on tobacco products. $124 billion per year on killing product, tobacco. They spend $65 billion on soda. $52 billion on Pepsi. $35 billion on professional sports. $25 billion on video games. $17 billion on Valentine's Day. Quran says, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. The God is saying that I have not created the jinn or the insan or the human being except to do my ibadah. When I look around the world, it looks as if the ayat has to say, हमने इंसान और जिन का तो नहीं कह सकता, इंसान को तो कह सकता हूँ, हमने इंसान को क्रिएट नहीं किया इल्ला ये कि वो शॉपिंग करते रहे. Well, the problem is too much with the youth, with the children, with the teenager. If you talk to any teenager, we will understand that the most concerns are about the material products. We live today to buy something for tomorrow. And when the tomorrow comes, we again live for tomorrow to buy something which is going to come up in the market day after tomorrow. It is becoming a very, very issue and the concern. So is it materialism is bad? It's not really bad. It will never keep you satisfied at all. No matter what you have, you will never be satisfied. They always demand something more and more and more. And the more we become desirous to have more, the more will remain unsatisfied. And there is a saying by the fourth Imam, Imam Zain al-Abidin alayhi salatu wassalam. He says that the Noor Ilahi, the light of God, will never enter into your heart unless your heart is empty from all the desires. Now if my heart is filled with desires, there is no room for the Muhabbat Ilahi to enter into my heart. Unless the light of God will not enter into my heart, I can never bow down to the Almighty Allah. I bow down only to my desires. This heart is filled with desires. This will never keep us satisfied at all. Once Imam Ali was giving a sermon. Somebody from the audience stood up. He said, "Oh Imam, please give me a solution how to become rich." Unfortunately, that fellow was born 1400 years before. Today, if you put some keys on Google, he will get how to become rich in 7 days, 21 days, 30 days. Millionaire, billionaire. Right? So many formulas, so many books are available. He asked Imam Ali, "Oh Mullah, give me a solution on how to become rich." Imam asked him back, "You want a full explanation or you want a shortcut?" The nature of the human being is we are not interested in long explanations. We like to reach Imam Barga by taking a shortcut. We like a Maulana who reads a short majlis. He said, "Maula, please give me a solution, not with a long explanation but a shortcut." Imam Ali said, "I'll give you a procedure. If you follow that, you will become rich before you leave this place." Allahu Akbar. You will become rich before you leave this place. And I can repeat the same lesson for us today, that if we follow what Mullah has said that day, we can become rich before we leave this Imam Bargah. Imam Ali said only 3 words in the answer, the shortcut answer. He said only 3 words. Reduce your desires, you will become rich. If I have a 2-wheeler, I was quite happy. The moment I looked at the fellow who was driving a car, the desire took place in my heart. Oh, kash mere paas bhi car hoti. The moment that thought came to my mind, I become poor. Because I consider him as rich and I put myself as a poor man not having a car. Right? Go to that person who is driving the 4-wheel. Ask him, "You consider yourself as rich?" He said, "No, my car is very old. Still I am driving the same car. I wish to look at that fellow who is having such a brand car and I want to have that. If I achieve that car, then I consider myself as a rich person." You go to that person, ask him, "Now you are driving BMW, you are driving Ferrari or Mercedes or whatever the best brands of your country here is. Consider yourself rich?" He said, "No, I have only one. I am in need of 2 cars. When I look at my friend who is having 2 cars, one for him, one for his wife, one for his child, I feel that he's really rich. I am not that rich." This is the problem of materialism. And it does not mean that materialism has an impact only on the poor. No, both poor and rich, male and female, young and old, educated and uneducated, literate and illiterate, alim, ghair alim. One Maulana was passing by through the Rosa Amir al-Mu'mineen. He was barefooted, not having shoes in his foot. It was the hot season. He looked at the Rosa Amir al-Mu'mineen, full of gold. He said, "MashaAllah, what a great Rosa you have, Ya Maula. What would have been if you have also provided a pair of shoes to me?" The moment he said so, he looked at the second fellow next to him. He was not even having limbs. And putting a lump of grass on his palm, he was crawling, looking at the Rosa Amir al-Mu'mineen, saying, "Alhamdulillah, shukran lillah, Alhamdulillah, shukran lillah, Alhamdulillah, shukran lillah." Question is, what is the level at which I can be satisfied myself? So far materialism is concerned, one will never be satisfied. As far as Islam is concerned, it says, "Ala bi zikrillahi tatma'innul qulub." अल्लाह का जिक्र करो, इत्मीनान क़ल्ब खुद ब खुद पैदा होता जाएगा. Hazrat Isa has a desire. He prayed to God Almighty Allah, oh Allah, please lead me to someone who is your friend. उन पर वही नाजिल हुई. You go this direction, you will find a person who is my friend. Hazrat Isa started walking in that direction. He came to a place where there was an old lady, blind, physically handicapped. And she was saying repeatedly, Alhamdulillah, Shukran Lillah. Hazrat Isa came closer to that lady, said, Salamun alaikum. She replied, Wa alayka salam, Ya Isa Ruhullah. Hazrat Isa was surprised. He said, oh my dear sister, I understand you don't have the vision. You cannot see me. Then how do you know that I am Isa? She replied, जिस अल्लाह ने तुमको उसके दोस्त का पता बताया था, so that you can reach me, the same Allah has told me that you are going to come to see me. He asked, oh ma'am, I could see that you don't have eyes, you don't have limbs. You cannot see, you cannot eat properly, you cannot even walk. But still you are saying, Alhamdulillah, Shukran Lillah, Alhamdulillah, Shukran Lillah. For what you are thanking God? You don't have even the basic needs with you. She said, दिले साबिर ज़बान शाकिर खुदा ने अता किया है. शुक्र करती हूं कि उसने मुझसे वो सारी ताकतें ले ली जिससे मैं गुनाह कर सकती थी. See the interpretation. If you would have given vision in my eyes, definitely there was a possibility that I would have seen something which is not correct and do a guna. If you would have given me taqat in my hands and limbs, definitely there was a possibility that I would have walked to do some sin. I thank God that He has taken those strengths from me so that now I am protected to do a sin. Another thing comes to our mind. We earn, there are two ways of earning. Earning is a responsibility. It's not a pleasure. It is a responsibility. A person who comes out of his house in the morning to go for earning, it's like a person who is going to the battlefield. If he comes back, he is like a ghazi. If he is not able to come back, he died on the way, he is like shaheed. That is the responsibility and the value of the person who is going to earn. So earning is my duty. Earning for the basic needs is my duty. Now, earning for more than the basic needs, will it satisfy me? Will it satisfy me if I earn more than? The question is, what more? How much more I have to earn for the more than the basic needs? People say, if I have more money, I'll have more options. If I have more options, I can have more happiness. People have conducted research. A group was given 10 types of meals. Fabulous, delicious meals. Every meal is better than the other one. Another group was given only 2 types of meal. At the end, to whom you think that they will be more satisfied? The one who has the lesser option, they were found to be more satisfied than the one who had more options. Well, I give a practical example. It's a common belief that if you have more, you will be more satisfied. Now, in the present world, who is having more? Who is spending more? I gave you several examples of Americans, the way they spend on video games, to sports, to soda, to Valentine's Day, right? They spend in billions. They're earning more, they're spending more. And the funda is, you spend more, you'll be more happy. That means with this formula, the US has to be the happiest nation on this earth. But if you look at the happiness index of the world, US stands at number 18. With all this money, spending power, spending capacity, billions of dollars spending on food and tobacco and Valentine's Day and sports and video games and soda and Pepsi. Why they are not number 1? They are at number 18. That means what? That means there are 17 countries which are happier than the country which is spending more. So spending is not the criteria. Well, unfortunately, we are all infected with our spending disease. With due respect to ladies, to my sisters and daughters, please go home, open the cupboards in the kitchen and see that how many products we have which we might not have used at all since weeks or months. Maybe there might be even products whose date of expiry is also over. And the Quran says, وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَى وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ شَرًّا يَرَى. Don't you think that you are going to do the hisab, the audit of all your expenses on the day of Mahshar? And if you look at Imam Ali, he's extremely serious about a grain of rice. Grain of rice. We say we are Ali Wale. Look at Imam Ali and look at my expenses. A governor of Imam Ali went to see him. It was lunchtime. It seems he was expecting that now he has come to meet the ruler. There will be a lavish lunch at the office of the caliphate. When the time came, Imam Ali brought his tiffin box, which was locked. It was locked so that nobody else could open it except Imam Ali. So what was the precious thing inside, for which he has to put a lock on the tiffin box so that nobody should open that? The governor was waiting and waiting. And finally, when Imam Ali opened the tiffin box, what did he see? He saw a dried piece of bread. He was shocked, surprised. He asked a question. Oh Maula, is it haram to eat good food? Simple question that also comes to our mind. Oh Maula, is it haram to eat good food, fresh food? He said, no, it is not haram. Then why are you eating this dried bread? He said, I am not the Imam of riches. I am also the Imam of the poorest of the poor in my country. You look at the rich man and you wanted to reach there. That is the reason always you consider yourself as a poor man. Whereas I always look at the poorest person in the nation and see that I should be able to match my meal with the poorest of the nation. That is the difference between Ali and Ali Wala. You know, we explained the fazail of of Imam Ali, we explained the fazail of his wife, Janab Fatimatul Zahra. When she got married, well, there was a tradition that in present day circumstances, the day we do the nikah, the same day the girl goes to the boy's family. Earlier, there used to be a gap. So day will come when the girl will go to the boy's family. Janab Fatimatul Zahra, when she was going to join the family of Malali, there were few things, you can call it as a jahaz in our today's terminology, which was given to Janabi Sayyida on behalf of her father. 5, 6 items. It is there in the books. That's not the topic today. But what I want to say that the second day, again it is a tradition that the second day, the father of the girl goes to the girl's house to make sure that she's okay. Prophet went to see his daughter the second day after she went to the house of Imam Ali. And he saw that she was wearing an old dress. Prophet asked her, "Oh, my daughter, I gave you a new dress for your wedding. And today is the first day that you are in the house of your in-laws. I was expecting that as a new bride, you will be in the new dress." You know what was the answer the daughter gave to her father? He said, "Yes, I am thankful to you that you have given me a new dress. But the night when I came here to this house, somebody from the door shouted, 'Oh, Ahlul Bayt, we are in need of a dress.' I felt shy to keep the new dress with me and give the old dress as charity. So I decided to keep the old one with me and to give the new one to the one who was asking for. Oh, my father, you have given for the pleasure of my husband. My husband is equally happy what I have done." Dear listeners, try to understand the concept of our attachment to the world, that is nothing but materialism, and the teachings what Islam and particularly the lives of Ahlul Bayt has given to us. One last incident. Imam Ali entered into his house. See, often, I don't think that I believe in general. Every individual who comes to a majlis, who goes to a masjid, definitely in their own capacity, they give some charity. They do some charity. I believe that. That is my personal belief. But Quran is not asking for charity. Probably tomorrow, maybe on the fourth majlis, I will try to explain something more. Quran, if it has demanded for infaq. And there is a difference between charity and infaq. What is infaq? See, the ayat what I have mentioned it as my title subject, "Lan tanalul birra hatta tunfiqu mimma tuhibbun." You have to give something what you love, not that what you have something as an extra. I have £1,000 in my wallet, and if somebody asks for a donation, I might give £10, £20, £50, £100. Still, that might be a bigger number for the person to receive. He must be happy, he shall be happy. Point is there a time when I have £1,000 for something else and somebody is asking for £1,000 and I have to sacrifice my wish and desire and give that £1,000 for that object?
Subhanallah, Subhanallah.
That is infaq. And it's not just written as an ayat in Quran. There are several instances where Imam Ali, until the last Imam, they have exhibited this quality throughout the lifetime. Imam Ali entered into his house. He asked his wife, "Oh Fatima, what is there for lunch today?" The husband asking his wife, "What is there for lunch today?" Nothing special. The answer came, "Oh Ali, today is the second day when we do not have anything to eat." That means one day has already passed, that Hazrat Fatima has not cooked anything. Neither she complained, neither she asked. And one day has also passed when that means Maulana Ali has not eaten anything. So when she replied that, "Oh Ali, this is the second day that we do not have anything to eat inside this house," Maulana Ali asked, "Then why did you not inform me?" She said, "I know that you are already burdened and I don't like to overburden you by asking this question." See the humbleness of the wife with her husband. Imam Ali said, "Okay, I will go out and try to manage to get something. Either I'll get something as loan, either work somewhere, get some money, get some bread." He went out. He got 1 dirham, 1 gold coin. And he thought of going to buy the bread to return home. On the way, he saw Ammar sitting under the tree and crying. It was very hot day, hot sun. And Ammar alone was sitting and crying. Ali went closer to Ammar, asked him, "Ammar, why are you crying?" He said, "Oh Mawla, please don't ask this question to me." He said, "I am your friend, I am your Imam. It's my duty to ask you. Tell me, why are you crying?" He said, "Please, I humbly request you, do not ask this question and please proceed for which you have to proceed." He said, "No, I cannot go from this place unless I know that for what you are crying." He said, "Oh Ali, today is the third day, we do not have anything to eat. And I could not bear the crying of my children inside the house. So I left the house, I came out." Imam Ali said, "Oh Ammar, I have 1 dirham. You take this dirham. You are more deserving to buy food with this dirham." That's what he said. This is not charity. This is called infaq. Sacrifice what you need, what your desire was, and exactly do something for somebody else and see that what is this level of satisfaction you will reach to. I think I have limit to my time. Today is the 2nd Muharram. And see how Imam Hussain has given the most precious item that he had with him. You know 2nd Muharram means what? 2nd Muharram, that means the caravan of Imam Hussain has reached the plain of Karbala. Before Imam Hussain reached Karbala, the one station before Karbala was called as Manzil-e-Sharaf. That was the place where the battalion of Hor came either to arrest Imam Hussain or to kill Imam Hussain. But by the time Hur arrived at that place, his entire battalion was extremely thirsty. They were not able to find water anywhere. So Manzil Sharaf is a place where Imam Hussain has already landed, and they were waiting to start from that station to the next place, to the next station. Somebody came and told that a battalion has already arrived to arrest us or to kill us. Imam Hussain sent Hazrat Abbas, go and see who has come, for what purpose they have come. There is long conversation, I am cutting short. Finally, it was decided that the commander, that means Hazrat Hur, will leave the battalion apart and go to Imam Hussain to explain the reason for which he has came to Manzil Sharaf. When he met Imam Hussain asked him, "Oh Hur, what makes you to come to this place?" He said, "Oh Hussain, that I will talk later. Right now, we are extremely thirsty. My soldiers need some water, and I believe that you have water with you. Is it possible that you can share some water from your water bags for my soldiers?" You know how many soldiers Hur had at the time? 1,000 soldiers. 1,000 soldiers. When we read the Masaib of Sham-e Ghariban, we read one sentence, "Khaymon ko luta gaya." You know, Khaymon ko luta gaya. Did you ever give a thought to understand what was there inside the khayme, inside the tents which were looted? How many camels Imam took along with him just with water bags when the caravan started from Medina? Now, Hur was having 1,000 soldiers and is begging for water. And Imam knows that the real purpose of Hur to reach to that place was either to arrest Hussain or to kill Hussain. In spite of that, he immediately ordered, "Oh Abbas, please open all the water bags so that no soldier should remain thirsty." Then he make a second order. Make sure that when you open the water bags, each animal, horse or camel present in the Lashkar of Hur should also be served. And make sure that you will not remove the container of the water unless the animal drink at least thrice and raise its head. Animals have a habit that when they cannot drink water at a stretch, they drink something, then they raise their head, then again they drink, and like that they do it 3 times. Imam ordered that you should not remove the water container unless you note that all the animals have raised their heads for the 3rd time. Orders were implemented, executed. Imagine that there are 1,000 soldiers. There cannot be a group, they are soldiers, they have to be disciplined. That means there were rows after rows. Imam Hussain saw one soldier in the last row of Lashkar-e-Hur. He was so thirsty that he was not even able to stand and walk. He saw that since he did not have the strength to stand and walk, he don't even have the strength even to shout to his friend to say that he's thirsty, he need water. He started crawling on the ground. Imam saw that. So before that guy reaches to the water bag, Imam himself stood up. He went to that soldier, and said, I understand you are very thirsty. Don't bother. I will serve you water. Imam started serving water. He said, you hold the mouthpiece of the water bag and I will make sure that you will be able to drink water. But he was so thirsty that he don't even have the strength to hold the mouth of the water bag. So Imam has to hold the mouth of the water bag with one hand and started pouring water to his mouth so that he should be able to drink water. I stop myself here. Oh Hussein, you were so generous just few days before reaching Karbala that you have served water to 1,000 soldiers of your enemy battalion. You served water to camels and horses. You served water to a soldier who was not able to even stand up. Oh my God, within few days from this date, حسین کے چھوٹے چھوٹے بچے پکار رہے تھے العطش العطش، ہائے پیاس ہائے پیاس، اور ان کو کوئی پانی دینے والا نہیں تھا. ہائے غربت حسین. جب شام ہوئی پھر دوبارہ خدمت امام میں حاضر ہوا. امام نے سوال کیا کہ حر کس چیز نے تجھے یہاں کھینچ کر لایا ہے؟ حر نے جواب دیا کہ مولا مجھے ڈر لگتا ہے کہ میں کس طریقے سے وہ جملہ ادا کروں جس مقصد کے لیے میں یہاں آیا ہوں. مجھے مامور کیا گیا ہے کہ آپ کو جہاں کہیں پاؤں یا تو قتل کر دوں یا گرفتار کروں، مگر مجھ میں ہمت نہیں ہے کہ رسول اللہ کے نواسے کو، فاطمہ زہرا کے بیٹے کو اپنے ہاتھوں سے میں گرفتار کروں. کہا اور پھر تو چاہتا کیا ہے؟ کہا مولا رات ہو چکی، میں کسی اور راستے پر نکل جاؤں گا. آپ اپنا سفر جاری رکھیں. امام نے سفر شروع کیا. اسی موقع پر انیس کہتے ہیں مشکل میں کٹی رات ولی ابن ولی کی، مقتل میں ہوئی صبح حسین ابن علی کی. اب جو صبح نمودار ہوئی، ایک مرتبہ حسین کا چلتا ہوا گھوڑا رک گیا. امام نے سواری کے بدلنے کا حکم دیا. دوسری سواری لائی گئی. گھوڑے نے آگے قدم بڑھانے سے انکار کر دیا. امام نے تیسری سواری بدلی. ایک کے بعد ایک 7 سواری امام نے بدلی، مگر جب کوئی بھی سوار آگے بڑھنے کے لیے تیار نہیں ہوا تو امام نے وہاں کے لوگوں سے سوال کیا کہ بتاؤ کہ اس زمین کا نام کیا ہے؟ لوگوں نے کہا کہ مولا ہم آپ کی شخصیت سے واقف ہیں، آپ رسول اللہ کے نواسے ہیں، علی اور فاطمہ کے بیٹے ہیں. ہمارے بزرگوں نے ہم کو بتایا ہے کہ جو بھی نبی، اللہ کا پیغمبر، اللہ کا ولی اس راستے سے گزرا ہے تو کسی نہ کسی مشکل میں گرفتار ضرور ہوا. ہماری آپ سے گزارش ہے کہ جتنا جلدی ہو سکے زمین سے باہر نکل جائیے. امام نے کہا کہ پہلے زمین کا نام بتاؤ. لوگوں نے کہا کہ مولا اس زمین کو ماریا کہتے ہیں. پوچھا کیا اس زمین کا کوئی اور نام بھی ہے؟ کہا مولا اس کو نینوا بھی کہتے ہیں. امام نے پوچھا کہ اس کے علاوہ بھی اس زمین کا کوئی اور نام ہے؟ کہا مولا اس کو شط فرات بھی کہتے ہیں. امام نے کہا کہ تمہیں میرے حق کا واسطہ اس زمین کا صحیح نام تو بتاؤ. لوگوں نے کہا یقالو لہا کربلا، اس زمین کو کربلا بھی کہتے ہیں. کربلا کا نام سنا. امام نے کہا کہ اب ہماری سواری زمین سے آگے بڑھنے والی نہیں ہے. حکم دیا کہ بیویوں کو اتارا جائے، قناتوں کو گھیرا جائے. بس میں نے مجلس کو تمام کیا. یہ محرم کی 2 تاریخ تھی. حسین کا قافلہ زمین کربلا پر قدم رکھا ہے. میں نے نظر اٹھا کر دیکھا حسین موجود ہے. حسین کے ساتھ بیویاں ہیں، بیویوں کی گودوں میں بچے موجود ہیں. علی اصغر موجود ہے تو علی اصغر کا جھولا بھی ہے. عباس ہے تو عباس کا علم بھی ہے. مگر ہائے غربت حسین، ہائے غربت کربلا، چند دن گزرے قافلہ تو باقی رہ گیا، حسین نہیں تھے مگر نیزے پر حسین کا سر رہ گیا، علی اصغر تو نہیں رہے، علی اصغر کا جلا ہوا جھولا رہ گیا، عباس محافظ قافلہ سالار باقی نہ رہے مگر زینب کی شکل میں قافلے سالار باقی رہ گیا۔ ایک اور جملہ سن لے، بیویاں تو باقی رہ گئی مگر سر پر چادر نہ رہی، وارثوں کا سایہ باقی نہ رہا، گودیاں ویران ہو گئی، خیام اہل بیت کو جلا کر خاکستر کر دیا گیا۔ وَسَيَعْلَمُ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا أَيَّ مُنقَلَبٍ يَنقَلِبُونَ أَلَا لَعْنَةُ اللَّهِ عَلَى الظَّالِمِينَ رَبَّنَا تَقَبَّلْ مِنَّا هَذَا الْبَيَانَ محتم حسین۔
یا حسین،
محرم آیا کربلا والوں پہ یہ کیسا محرم آیا، کربلا والوں پہ یہ کیسا محرم آیا، کربلا والوں پہ یہ کیسا محرم خوٹا پکتا ہوا عباس کا پرچم آیا، کربلا والوں پہ یہ کیسا محرم آیا، کربلا والوں پہ یہ کیسا محرم آیا، جیسے جیسے میرے غازی کا علم جھکتا گیا، جیسے جیسے میرے غازی کا علم جھکتا گیا، پشت میں حضرت شبیر کی بھی غم آیا، خوٹا پکتا ہوا عباس کا پرچم آیا، کربلا والوں پہ یہ کیسا محرم آیا، کربلا والوں پہ یہ کیسا محرم آیا، کربلا دیکھ لے اسلام بچانے کے لیے، کربلا دیکھ لے اسلام بچانے کے لیے، ساتھ کلبے کو لیے وارث آدم آیا، خوٹا پکتا ہوا عباس کا پرچم آیا، کربلا والوں پہ یہ کیسا محرم آیا، کربلا والوں پہ یہ کیسا محرم آیا، ظالموں اس کو تو دو بوند پلا دو پانی، ظالموں اس کو تو دو بوند پلا دو پانی، اب لبوں پر میرے بشیر کا ہے دم آیا، خوٹا پکتا ہوا عباس کا پرچم آیا، کربلا والوں پہ یہ کیسا محرم آیا، کربلا والوں پہ یہ کیسا محرم آیا، سارے موسم تو گزر جاتے ہیں کریں لیکن سارے موسم تو گزر جاتے ہیں کریں لیکن بس ہمیشہ کے لیے موسم ماتم آیا خون ٹپکتا ہوا عباس کا پرچم آیا کربلا والوں پہ یہ کیسا محرم آیا کربلا والوں پہ یہ کیسا محرم آیا چاند ریحان نظر آیا محرم کا ادھر چاند ریحان نظر آیا محرم کا ادھر خلد میں عشق میری آنکھ میں پیہم آیا خون ٹپکتا ہوا عباس کا پرچم آیا کربلا والوں پہ یہ کیسا محرم آیا کربلا والوں پہ یہ کیسا محرم آیا ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا 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 مرنا جینا برائے مولا ہے اپنا مقصد عزائے مولا ہے ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا دل میں بے علی سمائی ہے خاص نعمت خدا سے پائی ہے ذکر مولا زباں پہ جاری ہے اپنے ماں باپ سے یہ سیکھا ہے ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا جنتوں کی فضا میں رہتا ہے دل صدا کر بلا میں رہتا ہے کربلا حسین اپنا وطن فاطمہ کی دعا کا سایہ ہے ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا ہم مزادار حضرت شبیر جب بھی کرتے ہیں ماتم شبیر ہم کو زینب دعائیں دیتی ہے یہ کرم ہم پہ مصطفیٰ کا ہے ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا دیپنا ہے حسین ابن علی دیپنا ہے حسین ابن علی حق نما ہے حسین ابن علی حق نما ہے حسین ابن علی سجدہ عشق کا یہ مرکز ہے اپنا قبلہ تو شہ کا روضہ ہے ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا ہم ہیں دعائیں زہرا شہ کی مظلومیت کا نوحہ پڑھو تم بھی کاظم یہی روا رکھو تم بھی کاظم یہی روا رکھو ہر گھڑی اے رضا میرے لب پر شہ کی مظلومیت کا نوحہ ہے ہم ہے دعائے زہرا 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 اللہم صلی علی السلام علیک یا رسول اللہ السلام علیک یا نبی اللہ السلام علیک یا حبیب اللہ السلام علیک